My name is Martin Drayton. This is a review of the Coiler BXFR160 snowboard. For several years I've wanted a snowboard specifically designed for soft boot carving. As I couldn't find exactly what I wanted on the market, I decided to have a custom one built. Bruce Varsava of Coiler has a reputation for building outstanding snowboards, so I thought I'd get in touch with him first. When the board arrived, I was blown away by the quality, easily on a par with anything from the top manufacturers. If you look along the sidewall, you can see a fine silver line. That's a layer of titanium. It's in there to improve handling and dampening. For the top sheet, I had a choice of several finishes. I could have had it in a glossy finish, a P-Tex, or Carbonian. I chose the latter for durability. On the Coiler website, you can choose over 20 different top sheet finishes in terms of graphics. I chose Ghost Black. So how did it ride? I started off with skidded turns to see what its low speed handling was like. Then, with more input, switched to short radius carve turns, and it did this very quickly. Part of the reason is its flex pattern is a bit like a slalom board. It has a stiffer tail, much stiffer than the rest of the board. As I picked up speed, the board was obviously very stable, and later on in the day I did do a speed-specific run on an empty piste, and I'm pretty sure that's the fastest I've ever been in soft boots. I told Bruce that I wanted a board that I could do long, medium and short radius carves on, and at the same time not get any overhang on laid out carves, so the board's quite wide at 27 centimeters. These are long radius carves on a couple of the black runs at Park City Mountain Resort. To allow me this kind of versatility, the board has a progressive side cut. It has an 8 meter at the nose for quick entry into turns, 10 meter in the center for stability through the turn, and then 9.5 in the back third of the board to project me out of turns with a bit of acceleration. So while I'm riding the Coiler, I can move my weight fore and aft and get different sizes of turns depending on where I am on the board. Despite its width, the board is astonishingly quick edge to edge. On slightly rougher groomed runs, the titanium sheet helps smooth things out. On this section here, you can see that the board handles the transition from long, medium to short radius turns really easily. Because of its versatility, it's a great resort board. It gives me the maneuverability to avoid people when it's busy and crowded. It gives me the stability if I want to go really fast. And then in terms of grip, at no point did it want to unstick. It handles rougher terrain because of the titanium sheet inside it. And with that variable side cut, I can turn whenever and however I want. I had heard Bruce Varsava described as a board designing savant, and that's not an exaggeration. He's super keen on making sure that you have exactly what you want, and we sent probably 20 emails between us just getting what I wanted right, and he wasn't happy until that was done. And in fact, when he came up with the final version, he even rode it to test it to make sure that it was what I'd asked for. Now, Bruce has huge riding experience, and I first met him when we were both racing on the USASA circuit. And let's just say, if you see him in the start gate opposite you on a dual race, you should be very afraid. I know that one of the things that puts people off getting a custom board is they think it's going to be ruinously expensive. Well, this board was probably $100 more than an off-the-shelf, and it was worth every single penny.